Welcome to our tribute video, where we honor those who have left a lasting mark on our hearts and the world of wrestling. Today, we celebrate their incredible journeys, reflect on their unforgettable contributions, and cherish the memories they've given us. We'll also discuss the recent struggles of WWE star Jacob Fatu, whose situation has deeply touched fans everywhere. Join us in remembering their legacies and keeping their stories alive. Subscribe now to be part of a community that celebrates and supports these remarkable icons. Curt Hennig, widely known by his moniker Mr. Perfect, is remembered as one of the most gifted and charismatic professional wrestlers to ever step into the ring. Born on March 28, 1958, in Robbinsdale, Minnesota, Hennig was the son of Larry "The Axe" Hennig, a well-established wrestler, making Curt a second-generation talent in the wrestling world. His father's influence was clear, but Curt quickly established his own identity as a performer, leaving a mark that would live on long after his untimely passing. Hennig's wrestling career began in the late 1970s, but it was his arrival in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in the mid-1980s that solidified his legacy. He was quickly known for his flawless execution of wrestling techniques, making his Mr. Perfect persona one of the most iconic in wrestling history. The character was built around the concept of perfection. He performed every move with an almost otherworldly precision and carried himself with an air of cocky arrogance that struck a chord with fans, whether they loved to hate him or simply appreciated his unparalleled abilities. As Mr. Perfect, Hennig captured the WWF Intercontinental Championship and participated in several high-profile feuds that helped elevate the prestige of the title. His signature move, the Perfect Plex, became a hallmark of his in-ring style and one of the most memorable finishing maneuvers in professional wrestling. Hennig's career continued to flourish in WCW, where he joined the influential New World Order NWO faction, further cementing his place in wrestling history. There, he won several championships, including the WCW World Television Championship. Sadly, Curt Hennig, the cause of was determined to be acute cocaine intoxication, with additional complications from a previous back injury. Despite his early, Hennig's contributions to the wrestling world remain enduring, as he is remembered for his technical brilliance, charisma, and the lasting impact he left on the sport. Jimmy Snuka, born James Wiley Smith on May 18, 1943 in Fiji, was a legendary professional wrestler, best known for his high-flying style and charismatic presence in the ring. He gained widespread fame during the 1970s and 1980s, especially within the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where he became iconic for his aerial maneuvers, particularly the Superfly Splash. Snuka's matches were celebrated for their excitement, and his larger-than-life persona helped him become one of the most beloved stars of his era. Snuka's influence extended beyond his in-ring accomplishments. He is widely regarded as a pioneer in professional wrestling, credited with inspiring a generation of wrestlers to incorporate high-flying techniques into their own styles. His feuds with notable figures such as Rowdy Roddy Piper and Don Muraco elevated his status and contributed to some of the most memorable storylines in wrestling history. In recognition of his contributions to the sport, Snuka was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 1996. Despite his in-ring success, Snuka's personal life was marred by legal and moral controversies. He faced allegations related to a tragic incident in the 1980s involving the of his girlfriend, Nancy Argentino. The incident remained a point of public scrutiny for decades, and Snuka's later years were overshadowed by a highly publicized trial concerning the case. Snuka due to complications from stomach cancer. While his marked the end of a storied career, his legacy in professional wrestling is complex. While he is remembered for his groundbreaking contributions to high-flying wrestling, the controversies surrounding his life continue to influence how he is viewed within the wrestling community. Plum Mariko, born Mariko Ueda on May 4, 1949 in Japan, is remembered as a trailblazing force in the world of professional wrestling. As one of the first women to rise to prominence in a male-dominated industry, she made an indelible mark both in Japan and internationally. Renowned for her unique in-ring style and exceptional athleticism, Mariko's career set a high standard for future generations of female wrestlers. Her journey into wrestling began in the early 1970s, a time when women's wrestling was still an emerging field. Despite these challenges, Mariko quickly garnered attention for her technical expertise, fierce competitiveness, and undeniable charisma. Competing for various Japanese promotions, including the renowned All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling, AJW, she became a celebrated figure in the sport. Her matches were a dazzling display of precision, athleticism, and flair, combining technical mastery with an engaging persona that captivated fans worldwide. Throughout her storied career, Mariko achieved numerous accolades, including multiple championships and legendary bouts that showcased her as one of the foremost female wrestlers of her era. But it wasn't just her in-ring accomplishments that left a lasting impact. Mariko's legacy extended beyond her victories. She was instrumental in the rise of women's wrestling, proving that female athletes could command respect and draw attention in a sport often dominated by men. Her determination and groundbreaking achievements inspired countless future wrestlers who followed in her footsteps. Tragically, Plum Mariko, her was attributed to complications related to lung cancer, a battle she fought privately for some time. Her passing left a void in the wrestling community, as she was not only a respected athlete, but also a beloved pioneer. Today, her legacy continues to shape the landscape of women's wrestling, and she remains a symbol of strength, resilience, and trailblazing spirit. Del Wilkes, born on December 8, 1961 in the United States, was a professional wrestler best known for his time in the 1990s under the ring name The Patriot. Wilkes began his wrestling career in the mid-1980s, working in various independent promotions before gaining attention from major wrestling organizations. His rise to fame came in the 1990s when he adopted the persona of The Patriot, a character that resonated strongly with fans, especially during a time when the United States was engaged in international conflicts. Wearing a red, white, and blue mask and attire, the Patriot became a symbol of American pride and strength in the wrestling world. Wilkes made a significant impact in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1997, where he quickly gained popularity for his combination of power moves and technical wrestling skills. His performances, especially in high-profile matches with stars like Bret Hart and Vader, earned him a dedicated fan following. He also had notable stints in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the American Wrestling Federation, AWF, where he was involved in memorable rivalries, tag team matches, and championship pursuits. Beyond his wrestling accomplishments, Del Wilkes was known for his friendly and approachable personality, earning respect from both fans and peers. Unfortunately, Wilkes' career was cut short due to health problems. He struggled with heart issues and had undergone multiple surgeries over the years. Tragically, Del Wilkes due to a heart attack. His was a great loss to the wrestling community, but his legacy as a symbol of patriotic pride and his impact on the sport will be remembered by fans and wrestlers alike. Charlie Norris, born on October 21, 1963, was a talented professional wrestler whose contributions to the wrestling industry in the 1990s left an indelible mark on the sport. Norris rose to prominence in various wrestling promotions, especially in the independent circuit and within World Championship Wrestling, WCW, where he quickly made a name for himself. His combination of athleticism, charisma, and in-ring agility set him apart, captivating fans and garnering the attention of promoters across the country. Norris was known for blending traditional wrestling techniques with high-flying maneuvers, making his style dynamic and unpredictable. His performances were full of energy and excitement, as he seamlessly integrated aerial moves with powerful ground techniques, engaging audiences from start to finish. Throughout his career, he shared the ring with some of the biggest names in professional wrestling, including Steve Austin, Scott Hall, and many others. His dedication to improving his craft and his unwavering passion for the sport helped him earn a loyal fan base, who admired not just his skill, but his unrelenting drive. Beyond his wrestling accomplishments, Norris was beloved for his kind-hearted nature and willingness to mentor younger wrestlers. He was known for offering guidance and support to emerging talents, helping shape the careers of many aspiring professionals in the industry. His leadership and generosity both in and out of the ring left a lasting legacy that went beyond championship titles. Tragically, Charlie Norris. His, which was caused by complications related to heart disease, sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. While his physical presence may no longer be with us, his influence continues to resonate within the hearts of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Charlie Norris's legacy endures through the memories of his dynamic performances, his mentoring spirit, and his immense contributions to professional wrestling. Rip Oliver, born on October 6, 1952, in Oregon, was an American professional wrestler renowned for his impact on the wrestling scene during the 1980s and 1990s. He began his wrestling career in the late 1970s and quickly gained a reputation for his rugged style, intense charisma, and larger-than-life persona. Known for his toughness, Oliver became a staple in the Pacific Northwest territory of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, where he achieved significant success. His time in the NWA Pacific Northwest included multiple championship victories, solidifying his place as one of the top competitors in the region. Oliver's wrestling style was defined by his aggressive in-ring tactics, and he became a fan favorite for his tough guy persona, which was complemented by his signature mullet hairstyle. He also built memorable rivalries, engaging in high-profile feuds with prominent wrestlers of the time. His finishing moves and tenacity in the ring made him a respected figure among his peers and fans alike. In addition to his time with NWA, Rip Oliver also made appearances in the World Wrestling Federation, further extending his wrestling career. However, injuries gradually took their toll, limiting his ability to perform at the highest level. As a result, Oliver eventually transitioned away from full-time wrestling, although he remained a beloved figure in the wrestling community. Rip Oliver. His cause of was attributed to complications from a long-standing battle with chronic health issues, which included heart-related problems. Despite his retirement from active wrestling, Oliver's legacy endures in the professional wrestling world, particularly in the Pacific Northwest, where he left an indelible mark with his memorable performances and significant contributions to the sport. Owen Hart, born on May 7, 1965, in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, was a gifted professional wrestler whose name would become synonymous with technical mastery, boundless charisma, and remarkable athleticism. A proud member of the legendary Hart wrestling family, Owen's lineage was steeped in wrestling tradition. His father, Stu Hart, a revered figure in the industry, ran the infamous Stampede Wrestling promotion, and his brother, Bret Hart, became one of the most iconic figures in WWE history. This wrestling dynasty played a pivotal role in shaping Owen's path, and he honed his craft under the watchful eyes of his family before setting off to make a name for himself. Owen's wrestling journey began in the late 1980s, where he worked in Japan and various independent promotions, learning from a wide array of wrestling styles. His big break came in 1991 when he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where he quickly made an impact with his unparalleled in-ring ability. Known for his flawless technical skill, Owen's early persona was that of a heroic figure, embodying the spirit of a clean-cut, likable wrestler. However, his character would evolve significantly over the years. He donned the mask of the Blue Blazer, a comedic superhero persona, before delving into more complex, sometimes antagonistic roles, showcasing his versatility and sharp comedic timing. Tragically, Owen's promising career was cut short on May 23, 1999, during a live pay-per-view event, Over the Edge, in Kansas City, Missouri. While attempting a stunt to lower himself from the rafters to the ring as part of his entrance, the harness holding him failed, causing a fatal fall from a height of 78 feet. The accident, which took place before a shocked live audience, stunned the wrestling world and sparked widespread concern about safety in the industry. Owens, at the age of 34, was a devastating loss to the wrestling community. Despite his untimely passing, Owen Hart's legacy remains a testament to his unmatched talent and unique contributions to wrestling. He is remembered not only for his wrestling achievements, including multiple tag team titles and the Intercontinental Championship, but also for his infectious sense of humor and his genuine kindness toward others. His passing left an indelible mark on the sport, and his memory endures in the hearts of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Jacob Fatu has become one of the most formidable forces in WWE today, a standout on the SmackDown brand and a key member of the Bloodline. Representing one of the most legendary Samoan wrestling families, Fatu's combination of raw power, agility, and technical skill has turned heads since his debut. His in-ring style is a blend of high-impact moves and athletic finesse that has left an indelible mark on WWE fans. However, recent concerns regarding his health and injury status have sparked rumors about his future, which we will address and clarify in this article. Early life and wrestling heritage. Jacob Fatu was born on April 18, 1992, in California, carrying with him the weight of a wrestling lineage that could rival the most storied families in professional wrestling. The son of Sam Fatu, known in WWE as the Tonga Kid, and the nephew of WWE Hall of Famers Rikishi and Umaga, Jacob was practically destined to enter the squared circle. His family tree extends far and wide, with his cousins Roman Reigns, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and The Rock all cementing themselves as icons in the wrestling world. Growing up in such an environment, the world of professional wrestling was never far from Jacob's reach. His uncles and cousins, with their celebrated careers, made the wrestling ring seem like a second home. However, despite the abundance of wrestling talent around him, Jacob's path to the ring wasn't as direct as one might assume. His early years were filled with personal challenges, and it wasn't until later that he fully embraced the sport that ran through his blood. It's clear that the pressure of living up to the legacy of his family members wasn't lost on him, but his natural athleticism and fierce determination made it clear that he was more than capable of carrying the Fatu name forward. Independent circuit success and MLW dominance. Before making his mark in WWE, Jacob Fatu's rise in the wrestling world began in the independent circuit, where he found success in Major League Wrestling, MLW. Joining MLW in 2019, Fatu immediately displayed the power, agility, and technical prowess that would later define his career. His affiliation with the Contra Unit stable positioned him as a ruthless, unstoppable force, cementing his status as one of the promotion's most dominant stars. What truly set Fatu apart in MLW was his unique combination of high-flying moves and brutal power. At his size, such agility was an anomaly. The precision with which he executed maneuvers like moonsaults, sentons, and springboard dives, all while utilizing his explosive strength to dominate opponents, caught the attention of wrestling fans and critics alike. His lengthy reign as the MLW World Heavyweight Champion only solidified his place as a force to be reckoned with. Matches against top talents such as Tom Lawler and Alexander Hammerstone showcased his versatility and his ability to headline major events. Fatu's tenure in MLW not only honed his wrestling skills, but also exposed him to a wider audience, gaining him attention from WWE scouts. His success in MLW made him an obvious candidate for the company, and in 2024, WWE signed him to the SmackDown brand, signaling the next chapter in his storied career. Arrival in WWE, strengthening the bloodline. Jacob Fatu's debut in WWE was highly anticipated, and his integration into the Bloodline faction was both a natural and powerful choice. The Bloodline, under the leadership of his cousin Roman Reigns, had already established itself as one of the most dominant and influential factions in WWE history. With Reigns firmly entrenched as the tribal chief, Fatu's arrival added another layer of strength and aggression to an already formidable group. His presence was felt immediately, as he brought a fresh energy to the faction, perfectly complementing the group's high-octane, no-mercy style. From the moment Fatu stepped into a WWE ring, it was clear that he was a force to be reckoned with. His ability to execute powerful moves while surprising audiences with his agility, like his signature moonsault, created a dynamic in-ring style that was both unique and devastating. In a company like WWE, where the action is always high stakes and ever-evolving, Fatu's explosive style fit perfectly into the fast-paced nature of SmackDown. What truly made Fatu's presence within the Bloodline stand out was his ability to seamlessly integrate into the faction while still maintaining his individuality as a competitor. The Bloodline already had established members with high pedigree, including Reigns and the Usos, but Fatu's addition made the faction even more dangerous. His presence brought unpredictability to the table, ensuring that SmackDown's main events would never be the same again. Injury concerns. The truth behind the recent reports. Recently, a match on SmackDown left fans concerned after Fatu executed one of his signature moves, the moonsault, on CM Punk, but landed awkwardly. This moment immediately triggered worry among fans who feared that Fatu may have suffered a serious injury. Reports from Corey Brennan of Fightful began to circulate, claiming that there might be cause for concern over his condition. Some fans speculated that Fatu had been sidelined with a serious injury, possibly requiring an extended break from the ring. Injuries, particularly high-profile ones involving top talent like Fatu, can be a cause for significant concern, and rumors often escalate quickly in the world of professional wrestling. However, it's important to set the record straight. According to credible sources within WWE, Fatu did not sustain a major injury from the moonsault. Though the landing looked awkward and caused some discomfort, Fatu's condition was evaluated thoroughly by the company's medical team. WWE officials have stated that while Fatu did experience some pain following the match, there was no indication of any long-term injury. Fatu was cleared for competition shortly after the incident, and there were no reports suggesting that his in-ring future was in jeopardy. Though WWE continues to monitor his condition closely, it is clear that this scare was minor, and fans can rest assured that Fatu will continue his dominant run on SmackDown without any prolonged absences. Addressing injury rumors and misinformation. In the age of social media and the constant circulation of information, it's easy for misinformation to spread rapidly. Following Fatu's awkward landing, several false reports emerged, claiming everything from a broken rib to a concussion. The rapid spread of these rumors fueled anxiety among fans who feared the worst for Fatu's career. Some even went so far as to suggest that his WWE career might be in jeopardy. However, as with many rumors in wrestling, these reports were far from accurate. WWE's official medical team released a statement confirming that Fatu had not suffered a major injury. Despite the rumors circulating on social media, credible sources have assured fans that there is no cause for concern. Fatu's injury scare was minor, and he is expected to continue competing without significant interruption. It's important for fans to focus on the facts and not be swayed by sensationalized claims. The resilience of Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu has always demonstrated resilience both in and out of the ring. Wrestling is a brutal sport that requires immense physical and mental toughness, and Fatu has proven time and time again that he has what it takes to endure the physical toll of the business. From his time on the independent circuit to his rise in MLW, and now his position in WWE, Fatu has faced challenges that tested his resolve. One of Fatu's greatest attributes is his ability to overcome setbacks. While every wrestler faces injuries and difficulties in their career, Fatu's dedication to his craft and his unyielding spirit have allowed him to overcome adversity. His rigorous training regimen, his focus on maintaining peak physical condition, and his ability to recover quickly from injuries ensure that he remains a dominant force in the WWE ring. Despite the inherent risk that comes with the high-impact nature of his in-ring style, Fatu has proven that his body can withstand the punishment. His physical and mental resilience continue to serve him well, ensuring that he remains one of WWE's top contenders. Looking ahead, the future of Jacob Fatu in WWE. The future of Jacob Fatu in WWE is incredibly bright. As a vital member of the Bloodline, Fatu's future in WWE looks promising. His unique blend of power, agility, and storytelling ability positions him as a key player in WWE's future. As a member of the Bloodline, Fatu's role is already pivotal in some of the most high-profile storylines, but his individual potential is just as exciting. With rivalries already brewing on SmackDown, fans can expect to see Fatu in major championship bouts, faction wars, and personal rivalries that could further solidify his status as a main event player. The combination of his Samoan heritage, his place within the Bloodline, and his growing fan base all point to the fact that Jacob Fatu is on the cusp of becoming one of WWE's biggest stars. Conclusion: Jacob Fatu's legacy in the making. Jacob Fatu's journey from the independent scene to WWE's SmackDown has been nothing short of remarkable. His raw power, agility, and relentless aggression make him one of the standout talents in WWE today. Despite the recent injury rumors, Fatu has proven that he is in peak physical condition and remains a dominant force in the ring. As he continues to rise through the ranks of WWE, there's little doubt that Fatu is destined to carve out a lasting legacy in the company. With each passing match, Jacob Fatu exemplifies the strength, resilience, and dominance that define the bloodline. As WWE continues to evolve, Fatu's role within the company will only grow, and fans can expect to see him at the forefront of major storylines for years to come. With his family legacy guiding him and his determination driving him, Jacob Fatu is undoubtedly one of the brightest stars in WWE's future.